Mr. Henry Holeman, tow service. Please.
Thank you for letting me speak. I actually got in on the back side of this deal. I was actually inside my office watching this on TV. I had not known that something was coming down. I was a member for years of ASA. I had a 10-bay auto repair shop. I had a government contract. I was going, what are they talking about? ASA taught us, you get a ticket signed, you give them an estimate. Then they went on to start talking about the tow service. We'll drop it there. Anyway, they bring a car to my storage lot. It stops there. The insurance washes it out from that lot. I'm not seeing the steer fees. I'm not seeing the administration fees, but let's back off of that too. The main thing I got is, the other day was Bradford was asking you some serious questions. You couldn't answer them. I need to see the answers. That's what's getting me. You need to answer the questions that Bradford's got for you. Another thing too, I was told that I would probably get retaliation for doing this. But I've got my property for sale. I have 6 corners in the heights. I am getting out. But the main thing tomorrow for me, concerned citizen, ex-member of ASA, answer Bradford's questions. You've been in this for a long time. You should have been able to answer his question. And when people ask me questions, I answer them. Period. The way I was taught. So we got some questions that hadn't been answered, and we need to get to that first. I'm sorry that Bradford's not here, but that's the deal. And another thing, my mother's 85 years old. She still has a real estate business and mortgage company. She drives. We work very hard in this town. We live in this town. I resent the way this thing has gone. This is going to cost ASA and people stationery. I released cars today. If you don't get a copy of their TDLR, you don't get a copy of their insurance, you don't get a copy of their driver's license, you don't get all this, you get a fine. If they don't do the work order and they miss a VIN number, you get a fine. You get a fine. That's the main thing. Let's just focus. Answer the questions when you're on TV. I'm going, man, I wish it would have been warm today. I'd been out doing something else. I'm going, what are we doing here? There was, Robert's Rule of Order was poorly done. No sergeant arms. It was embarrassing to me as many years as I've been in this town. So the main thing tomorrow for me, answer Bradford's questions. And let's just do it the right way. Thank you.
Hello, Mr. Holeman. That's fine that you saying I didn't. What is the question that Mr. Bradford, Councilman Bradford asked me that I didn't answer?
How many complaints do we have on this? You had 26 for last year. You had 68 for the year before. Then I think it was 110. Another thing I need to say before I forget, we pick up cars all over this freeway, all over, not the freeway. I have a Honda store dealership with a flatbed. I have an Affinity store with a flatbed. I pick cars up all in this town. I'm not seeing these fees. I write the checks. I give them the credit cards. I see them out in the county. They get real kooky. They're getting it out there. But I'm saying, I think you got it under control. You got ordinances that are in place. I drove around Sunday looking. I've got property all over this town. I see horses in grass areas tied up front yards. That's an ordinance. That's an infraction. I see carports with that are infractions that are encroaching on other people's property. You've got 3,200 ordinances already in place in this town. How many more ordinances do we need? But the main thing, the stationery. It's going to cost to change work orders. It's going to cost. It always costs the people that are dumb enough to be in business. So what you need to do is try it sometime. I've been in business since 1979. It's not easy. I've done well. I've been blessed. But let's don't sit here and digest this to people that are sitting there from can to can. You say it don't cost any money? You ought to see my stationery bill. It costs for ink cartridges. It costs for all that stuff. I had paid $32,000 in taxes on my storage lot. Ad valorem taxes. Don't sit and say it's not going to cost anybody any money.
First of all, before you go, I didn't say it wasn't going to cost anybody any money because you're spending money on
You said that earlier, sir.
anyway. That's what I said. So I don't mind, like I said, you can stand up here and that's good. But once again, it's not going to help you if all of a sudden some investigation happens with a car. We go to your shop and all of a sudden you don't have paperwork to prove where those stolen parts come from. You're going to be nowhere around to hoot and yell in front of these people when they're the ones that's in trouble. And that's what I tell everybody. You know, it's fine that you can sit up here and you can say, you know, I don't like this. This is wrong and this is... But the thing is that you're not going to say that when somebody's standing before you saying, show me records, because we have a criminal investigation worker here and the car came from your place. What are you going to do then? It's not going to help you to stand up there, and you're not going to help them get a lawyer. Like you said, he fixed the tire, they roll out of his shop, and all of a sudden the accident happens, and they go back to his shop to sue him, and he has no insurance. I mean, the whole thing about this ordinance is you still haven't stood up here and told me what's bad in the ordinance. That's fine that you can say I didn't answer someone's question of this and all that, but what's bad in the ordinance? That's what we're really here to talk about.
You know, and I know there's some bad actors, but everybody always has to suffer with the bad actors. And the bad actors are going to figure out how to get around this before this ever gets in place. If I don't agree with a lot of things they do. They pull a car in, they pull a fender off, the stores jumps up, they move it back out of the lot, take it to the store dog across the street. Yeah, but here's the next thing. You want to hear the next thing?
Yes, sir.
You don't have that problem with the stores lots that don't have a body shop connection.
So is it against the law to have that?
No, I'm just saying, but I'm just saying, but again, Mark, for me, back to it, Bradford, don't sidestep him, just answer the questions.
All right, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank y'all.